For cheap gold, items and other boosts for Diablo 4, visit aoeah.com. Check out the link in the description, you get 3% off with the code ARIAD. Hello and welcome to another short guide. Today I'll debunk 2 more advantageous bugs, which many players use. Since Blizzard has announced they won't be nerfing anything this season, it's time for everyone to get the chance to make use of these tricks. Equal opportunity for all. Let's start with the movement speed bug. I know this one for weeks now, but at first it didn't interest me too much, and later I gave it a half-hearted try but couldn't get it to work. However, my new Spiritborn really needs more speed, so I gave it another try, and it's actually not that difficult. Here's how it works. As you can see, my Spiritborn has no speed bonus. In the stats, you just can see the 100% base value. Now I mount up and then dismount using the same key. But while dismounting, I press the sprint button at the same time. The default key binding is the space button. This will buck the speed boost to your base value. Repeat this process several times, mount up and then dismount and sprint at the same time. Timing is the key, you might need some practice until you get it. After doing this several times, mount up again and stay on your mount for about 5 seconds. Now you can check your statistics and it should show 200% movement speed. And of course you will notice your new running speed in-game. A second little bug can be used to boost your barrier generation, for example. You maybe have recognized that you can now change gems without the jeweler, just by over-socketing them. The bug is very simple. Pick a purple gem and put it into an item where you already have 2 of those. Instead of replacing the old gem, the bonus will just stack up. There are a few more other bugs being exploited in secret. Some people can make their characters permanently invisible with the Shroud of False Death, and so they will get the additive damage increase from the armor on every hit. Others manage to get 10 more resolve stacks on top, and I have heard that they use the tenacity aspect, but I was not able to reproduce it. If you have any insights, feel free to share them in the comments. However, not all bugs are that harmless. There also was a duplication glitch being used to copy items, which is now fixed. Of course I did not try stuff like that, and I urgently recommend you not to do either. The reason why I'm mentioning it is to warn you about potential risks. Dupes of course find their way to the players on all trading platforms, and it can be dangerous for your character. Back in Diablo 2, you had to avoid having 2 copies of the same dupe item being present in the same game. If player A had a duped item and joined a public game, and there was another player B having a copy of the same dupe, player A's dupe item was deleted while joining. So when he was in game, it has just disappeared. The item's poofed, like we said. In Diablo 4, dupe items can disappear if 2 copies are put on the same character. Your game will crash and afterwards the old item is gone. But it's even worse. Sometimes this crash will corrupt your character data, leading to lower armor values or reduced damage output. Some players have complained about such effects after trading. So if unsure about an item's origin, don't trade multiple items that look identical. Especially when 2 items with the same greater affixes also share the same aspect, it's kinda suspicious. Keep your eyes open and stay safe. Finally, some words about the upcoming patch news. Blizzard has announced a mid-season patch that will buff all classes. Of course this is great news, as it motivates players to play other builds than the Spiritborn as well. I just expected such a patch, it's an obvious step. So I am happy they will finally make it real. With the Barbarian for example, they will buff Hammer of the Ancients and Double Swing, maybe bringing back 2 very classic Barb builds. They also have announced that they won't nerf anything about the Spiritborn, so we can have another good time with our buggy overpowered builds. And those who did not come that far yet still have the time to try out by themselves. For those who are still not familiar to the temper bug, I've made a shorts video explaining it. A link is in the description below. By the way, it turns out you don't even need to temper +2 to spiked armor, +1 will just work the same. It is crucial to hit the spiked armor affix 3 times when masterworking and max roll the resolve when retempering the item. So in the end, it is more easy than upgrading an item the regular way. Further, it's a bit ridiculous that they decided to buff the Spiritborn's toxic skin, so all the new powerful poison builds which became popular within the last 2 weeks will become even stronger. But I don't want to complain, I'm looking forward to the patch, and I hope you also do. I say goodbye, take care, and may the loot be with you.
Follow me. Thanks. Goodbye.